Hi, my name is Cha-Cha. I'm an early childhood teacher, and today's video is about how to consensually change diapers. So um, there's a couple different sections. There will be different situations. So I'll start with if the diaper is just a little bit wet. And if it's just a little bit wet, you can give the child a choice. They're they're not going to get a rash um, if they stay in the wet diaper for a little bit. So um, if there is a high adult to child ratio, the choice can be framed as, I noticed your diaper is a little wet. Do you want to change it now? And if the child says yes, or maybe walks or otherwise makes their way toward the changing table, or if they pull off their diaper, or if they nod, they're probably consenting. You'll know the best how your child consents to that. Um, if the child is saying no, they are very clearly not consenting. If they are moving away from you, I would assume that they're also not consenting, but of course it's child dependent. If they are pushing your hand away from their diaper area, so if you're reaching to change their diaper and they push you away, then that's also not consent. So to respond to the lack of consent, if they're vocal, if they speak, you can say, okay, let me know when you want to change it. Or if they're not vocal, you could say, okay, I'll ask you again later. And if it'll be a short time, like 5 minutes or something, you say, okay, I'll ask you again in 5 minutes, giving the time frame. With a higher child to adult ratio, the choice might be framed as, it's time to change diapers. Do you want to change yours now or in 5 minutes? Rather than just an open-ended, do you want to change your diapers? You're giving two choices. And consent looks the same as it does when they're just asked if they want to change diapers, and you can change the diaper then. Lack of consent also looks the same, and to respond to it, you might just tell the child when their diaper will be changed. So the child says no, you say, okay, I'll come back to you after I change Alex's diaper. Or that's if there are multiple children. Or, okay, you can play for 5 more minutes and then we'll change your diaper. And they don't necessarily understand time, so you might want to explain what that length of time means in terms that they can understand. Like, I'll come back to you in 5 minutes when you're done building that castle. Or, I'll come back to you when that book is over. And I still like to use the time to give children the concepts of time and get them used to the concept, but it's absolutely not necessary in promoting consent. If the diaper is poopy or really soggy, the child shouldn't really have a choice over when it is changed. So you can tell the child beforehand that their diaper is about to be changed, and that kind of sets the idea of consent in there, where you are letting them know what's happening, which at least respectful. You also, if possible, if the child can understand choices, can give the child a choice maybe of who to change the diaper if there's multiple adults. Do you want daddy or nana to change the diaper? Also, just as a form of respecting the child, talk them through the process. So, off come your pants. Now I'm taking off the poopy diaper. Here comes the wipe. It might be a little cold. Do you want cream? Almost done. Just your pants left. All done. Time to wash hands. So hopefully that gave you an idea of how to promote consent through diaper changing and how to use consent and how to listen for lack of consent and how to respond to that lack of consent. So your child will be respected and understand what that means, that they have control over their own body. Thank you for listening.